Hi, today we are making pork tenderloin with a creamy beef sauce. So I'm starting off with this big tenderloin. This is probably 1.5 to 2 pounds. The first thing I like to do with it is to take this big edge of skin or fat off so that what we're eating is mainly lean meat. So usually what I do is I'll stick the knife right under that, just underneath, and try to pull it across as much as I can. I'll do this in several sections. One is cut this way, and the other is to cut this way. You see my friend over here. He wants some. Spoiled boy. His girl over here spoiled too. This I can just cut down along the edge here. Let's see. I don't know if you're supposed to eat with this, but I don't, and I don't like it. I want the meat. Although, there is really good nutrition in the fat. Let's see here. Let's try going across. This is still going to be plenty of meat for all of my boys and girls, furry and non-furry. So I think I have most of this off. So I like to keep it fairly lean. There's little bits and pieces of fat on this side. I might try to shave off. No, that's probably pretty good. Okay, the next step is to season it. I am going to start by peppering it. Give it a good dusting, and you can like rub it with your hands too. Probably getting as much on the board as I'm getting on the food. And then I'm going to add salt. I like sea salt. Rub that in. Thyme. These are like the usual suspects. I usually add this to a lot of different dishes, but these will make it really taste wonderful. And paprika. Sprinkle, and I might rub, and we'll do the other side. So, pepper. I know, I'm touching everything. Thomas is waiting for something to hit the floor. Okay, I'm just gonna rub this together and I'll be back. This is going to be the sauce that I'm going to baste on the pork when it's almost completely cooked in the oven, which is preheating to 350. So when I make this sauce, I will usually add a good, like huge heaping, this is a regular teaspoon of Dijon. I can add more thyme. Throw in some salt, just a good sprinkle, pinch more pepper. I'm going to add another big, huge heaping spoon of garlic. The juice from 1 lemon. I probably should have just squeezed some of the zest in there too. But I didn't. Now, where did I leave the rest? I forgot a couple of things. Okay. So I'm going to sprinkle in a few tablespoons of this is vinegar. I usually use white wine vinegar or champagne vinegar. This is red wine vinegar. I'm gonna put in some honey. Put it in this jar. It's all stuck. There we go. So I'm gonna add a big fat tablespoon worth of honey and some olive oil. Probably 2 or 3 tablespoons of each of those will be fine. Where's my whisk? So really from here, I'm just going to whisk this together. Now, if you had parsley or basil or other seasonings that you wanted to add, little pieces of onion, I'm sure you could do any of that. You can add in a different vinegar. But that's the way I do it. So I just gave it a preliminary whisk. I'll whisk it again when I'm almost ready to use it. And then I'll show you when I put it on there. Okay, so I just put in the pork tenderloin to brown. Oh, there I am. I have a combination of olive oil, butter, and then I have, I think, a little vegetable oil I put in there too. But I am just going to rotate this until I brown all of the different edges. Pan's nice and hot, you can hear it. And we'll be back. Okay, let's take a look. Actually, that looks beautiful. I'm going to turn it around and get the hat to the other side. And keep browning. That, I think, is looking good here. Now I'm just going to try to brown the sides. I probably have to hold it up while we do this. That side. That off. Now I have a little, this is my cheat. I use this type of foil pan so I don't have to clean it later. I just crumble and toss. But this is oiled a little bit on the bottom so that this won't stick. I can turn this off and put this in here. Now I am going to turn it around, take my thermometer, and I'm going to try to insert this in what I think is the deepest portion of the middle. Oh, that's pretty good. And what I want to do is cook it at 350 degrees until it reads with that internal temperature at about 160 degrees. That's what I like. Okay, so I usually cook it to an internal temperature of about 160. It's about 150 now. I'm going to take this sauce I made earlier, just give it a quick stir, and then ladle it all over the top. You can probably just pour it all over the top. I'm trying to get all of those little crevices covered in sauce. It smells so good. I even had to taste this sauce here a few minutes ago, and it tastes amazing too. But and I'll take the whole thing and just baste it all over. It's just go ahead and pour the rest of it. Goes off. Now I'm just going to put this back in the oven until it's closer to my desired temperature. OMG, my dogs are having a cow because, you hear them? Because Daddy and the boys went for a walk without them. Okay, so I took this out. Actually, I took it out of the oven when it was about 155, and then I let it drift up to 160. The first thing I usually do is just pull out this thermometer. Oop, there it went. Let's see how hot that is. Hot-ish, okay. Now what I'm just going to do is slice the pork, usually on the bias. Should be pretty well cooked. Actually, that looks really beautiful. Do you see it? these little slices all the way sort of diagonally across. And I'm going to put some of these slices back in the little pan that I was cooking them in first. Those back over here. I'm gonna get this cooking again, my sauce warming up. I think what I'm going to do, it's still a little pinker and juicier in there than we like. My family likes things more well done. So the last couple of slices. First I'm just gonna put these back in their sauce. And then what I'm going to do is, as this is warming up, I'm just gonna put this sauce. Just lay them flat across the bottom. This is probably on medium, so I want that to get nice and warm and bubbly again. A little bit of drippy on that one. Here, here, and here. I am going to let that come up to a nice little simmer and just finish cooking those pieces of pork. As the sauce boils and reduces a little more, and I think we'll be ready. Okay, these are just about finished sort of cooking up here. I'm going to take them and put them back in this sauce for a moment and let them finish soaking up that sauce. They're cooked all the way through. And I will show you in a moment how those are plated. So first I'm just going to ladle them up. That's the big piece. We'll give it a minute. Okay. Now, I will show you in a moment how I fix this. Okay, so I'm going to start with the base of some just regular rice. I will the people who want rice. I want it. Then, where's this? I will add a piece of pork and ladle some of this sauce over the top of both. Okay, so I have my pan. I put some butter in there to melt away a little bit. It's warming. The first thing I'm going to do is add an onion, probably one medium onion. I happen to have red. I usually like the really sweet onions, but whatever you got. I'm gonna let that saute and soften. Oh, it smells so good, can I tell you? And after it softens up, we'll do the next step. Actually, as this is cooking, I'll put in more garlic. Another scoop, mainly a scoop. Okay, those have been cooking medium-high, maybe 3 to 5 minutes to soften up, and it smells so good. I've not added any more of the seasoning, that salt or pepper, because there's some on the bottom of the pan, there will be some on these other ingredients. As this is cooking, what I'm going to do looking at it, deciding when to add. Smells so good. Yum. Okay, what I'm going to do is add maybe about a half a cup of white wine. And that's to scrape up and deglaze. So you stir and scrape the bottom of the pan. As it's cooking, it's coming up. They always say those are the flavorful bits that end up in your sauce. There, it's mostly off. Okay, deglazed. Now I'm just gonna let that boil down a minute. Okay, that's boiling down. Open this. Okay, good luck. You know, somebody has to pick it up. Okay, here's a big scoop of one of my favorite ingredients. Said it better than bouillon. It's blurry. I'm going to just continue to mix a bit before I add the next ingredient. Ooh, yum. Good boy. Drink what you already opened. Smells good, eh?
No, it smells sour.
Okay, bye.
What?
You're gonna
Sour is good.
Sweet is bad. Okay. All right, so it's mixing up. See, it's emulsifying. It's a beautiful, beefy looking sauce. Now I'm going to add, oh, that's not quite ready. Beef stock. Open this enough? I think I opened it finally. There we go. Oh, there's a piece of foil that came flying out. So at least a cup, a cup and a half, or two, and stir, stir, get everything blended, and continue to cook and reduce. Okay, that's been reducing maybe 10 or 15 minutes. It's thicker, it's not thick yet, but it's thicker. So what I'm going to do is add in sour cream. And that's probably at least 12 to 16 ounces worth. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, let's see. What I'm going to do is maybe turn it off, let it stir, let the sour cream sort of melt into the sauce. Again, emulsify to make it nice, one nice creamy mixture, and then we'll be back to taste it. Okay, here we go. Taste test. That looks perfectly cooked to me. Put a little sauce on it. Very tasty. We'll see what others think when they get home.
Oh my god. It's so good.
Do you have the sauce on there or just the pork?
Of course I have the sauce. You have to have the sauce. It's the best
Oh,
part.
I had the sauce on it too, yeah.
It's so good. I can kind of taste the wine in it. Not like it's not cooked down, but I taste it. It's really good.
Can you taste the sour cream and the beef?
Yeah, I just got the sour cream, definitely. So flavorful.
And the pork?
Delicious.
It's great, isn't it?
Wonderful. Now I have another half of that pork to make some other way.
Okay.
Maybe I'll make another video. Yes. Okay, there was another bite. Let's see.
It's so good. I'm enjoying it.
Okay, I like to hear that. After William and his antics.
Oh my god, I know.
Okay. Bye.
It's outstanding. Rich, flavorful.
Have you tasted it yet?
Yeah. The rice is a 4.
I know you don't like the rice. You don't like sticky, right?
I love the sauce.
Very good. Thank you.
Sauce is tremendous.
The
But
rice,
I do not like sticky rice.
you like non-sticky. Well, if you had been here about 20 minutes ago, it might not have been sticky yet. But that's okay.